In the vibrant village of Mwanzo, there lived a young man named Simba. Simba was not as other boys in the village. From a young age, he knew that he was different. While others chased after goats and played games of football in the dusty streets, Simba found solace in the quiet corners of his mind, grappling with a truth that burned within him like a flame. Simba was born with the heart of a lioness, trapped within the body of a lion. From the moment he could remember, he felt a disconnect between the person he saw in the mirror and the person he felt himself to be. He was assigned male at birth, but his soul whispered a different story, one of femininity, grace, and beauty. As Simba grew older, his inner commotion deepened. He longed to express the truth of his being, to shed the mask he wore for the world, and reveal the woman he knew herself to be. But in a village saturated in tradition and superstition, such truths were buried beneath layers of fear and ignorance. When Simba came of age, he set his sights on a distant dream, university. It was there, within the halls of learning and the bustling crowds of students, that he hoped to find the freedom to be himself. With courage beating in his heart like the rhythm of a drum, Simba bid farewell to his village and embarked on his journey into the unknown. At university, Simba found a world unlike anything he had ever known. It was a place where ideas flowed like rivers and boundaries were meant to be crossed. Surrounded by like-minded souls who accepted him for who he was, Simba felt a weight lift from his shoulders. For the first time in his life, he could breathe freely. Among his newfound friends was a young man named Zach. Zach was a force of nature, with a smile that could light up the darkest night and a laugh that rang out like the call of a bird. From the moment they met, Simba felt drawn to him. As their friendship blossomed into something more, Simba found himself falling for Zach with a fierceness he had never known. They spent long nights beneath the stars, lost in whispered conversations and stolen kisses. But amidst the strong rush of newfound love, Simba carried a secret that threatened to tear them apart. Simba was transgender, a woman trapped in a man's body. It was a truth he had struggled to accept for years, and one that he feared would drive Zach away. But as their relationship deepened and their bond grew stronger, Simba knew that he could no longer hide who he truly was. With trembling hands and a heart heavy with fear, Simba revealed the truth to Zach. To his astonishment, Zach's response was one of unwavering acceptance and love. He held Simba in his arms and whispered words of reassurance, promising to stand by his side no matter what the future held. Together, they navigated the challenges that lay ahead, confronting prejudice and ignorance with courage and determination. But just as Simba began to believe that true happiness was within their grasp, fate intervened in the most unexpected of ways. One fateful night, swept away by passion and desire, Simba and Zach made love beneath the moonlit sky. It was a moment of pure bliss, a union of souls bound together by love. But in the aftermath of their passion, Simba felt a sensation unlike anything he had ever known, stirring deep within his belly that sent shockwaves through his entire being. Terrified and confused, Simba sought comfort in the arms of his beloved. Together they faced the truth that lay before them. Simba was pregnant. The news spread like wildfire through the university, causing gasps of disbelief and whispers of scandal. Some mocked and sneered, casting judgment upon Simba and Zach for daring to defy the norms of society. But among the chaos and confusion, some stood by their side, offering words of support and encouragement. As the months passed and Simba's belly swelled with new life, Simba and Zack faced the trials of pregnancy together. They attended doctor's appointments hand in hand, marveling at the miracle growing within Simba's womb. And when the day finally arrived for their child to enter the world, they stood together, united in love and devotion. In the end, it was not the situation of their conception that defined their family, but the love that tied them together as they held their newborn child in their arms, tears of joy streaming down their faces. Simba and Zack knew that they had overcome the greatest of challenges to find true happiness at last.